Both the Trump and Biden campaigns are making the final push to get voters at the polls next Tuesday, but the camps seem to be taking two very different approaches. Let's hear from both sides of the aisle. Sinclair Political Commentator Ameshia Cross and member of the President's National Security Education Board, host of America First on Salem Radio, and Sinclair Media contributor, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Okay, Doc, let's start with you. This week, leading up to the election, last couple of days, Biden seems to be staying very close to home. If he gets out of the House, he goes somewhere very close, not far away. He's allowing a very effective, by the way, Barack Obama and Kamala Harris to go to the distant states. Meanwhile, Trump seems to be jumping all over the board. Which is working and why?
I think that's a rhetorical question. When you have Obama come and stump for his vice president and 6 people are at the event, you know. When I had a caller call into America First yesterday who took the time, Eric, and sat down, watched the video feeds of every Biden event in September, and he counted 78 people at those events. The president had, what, 29,000 yesterday? You can't fake that level of enthusiasm, and never in American history has a presidential candidate hidden in his house for 6 days before a presidential debate. The latest figures on GOP early turnout, mail-in voting is absolutely incredible, figures we've never seen before. And the president's got a fabulous tactic. He did it yesterday. He had 3 events yesterday. He had a giant jumbo screen, and he just showed on the jumbo screen all the lies of Biden when he said, we're going to get rid of fossil fuels. I've never said that. We're going to get rid of fracking. I never said that. So keep on doing exactly what he's doing. And now it's up to us. Everybody who loves this country has to get 3 other people to the polling stations to vote for the president and down ticket GOP. Period.
All right, Ameshia, I'm not sure if you're a football fan, but there's a term in football. It's called prevent defense, meaning if you're ahead in the ball game and it's going into the last quarter or even the last couple of minutes, you just back off and let the offense kind of move the ball a little bit. You just don't want to make any major mistakes. Is Joe Biden, by the way, I hate prevent Ds. I've seen teams blow big leads in playing prevent D. Is Joe Biden making a mistake by basically working the clock, letting the clock kind of run out?
First off, I'm a huge football fan. Go Pack, go. What I think that Joe Biden is doing is being very attentive to what is happening on the ground. We already have close to 80 million votes cast across this country. And that should be scary to the Trump campaign, because the majority of these are younger voters, are voters who've never voted before, are people of color. All demographics that are not necessarily friendly towards Donald Trump and what he's done to this country. What Joe Biden is doing is making sure that he is hitting the spots that matter the most, hitting the spots that have the votes that he needs. And he's doing the direct mail. He's made sure that his online campaigning is where it needs to be. All of the signs are out. On top of that, he has plans of Iowa, Wisconsin, and Florida in the next few days. He was just in Georgia yesterday. Last time I checked, Georgia is nowhere near where he lives. So to those who believe that he's only staying close to home, that is absolutely incorrect. What Joe Biden and the Biden camp are doing are utilizing everything at their fingertips. Kamala Harris has been out on the campaign trail. The greatest speaker that possibly can be there for Joe Biden, former President Barack Obama, is out on the campaign trail. And we're seeing these things work day in and day out, and they're producing great results in the early voting totals we're already seeing.
All right, Ameshia, I don't want to correct you, but it's Kamala Harris. I thought I'd let you know it's Kamala Harris. Sebastian, you push back on Barack Obama, but the man is an effective speaker. He brings energy to what some would say is not a lot of energy going on from the presidential hopeful with Joe Biden himself.
Well, he would if he had any energy in his endorsement. I mean, look at his official quote endorsement video. He waited till the last moment to endorse the person who'd been in the White House with him for 8 years. That's a slap in the face to begin with for Beijing Biden. And then the video, your viewers need to go back and watch it. It was the most desultory, negative, low energy endorsement I've ever seen in my life. And when somebody who actually controlled the White House, who had access to the nuclear football, comes out to campaign for him this week, and there's 6 people in the room. Wow, that's a slap in the face for Barack Obama himself.
Yeah, Ameshia, how do you explain that? I mean, enthusiasm is peaking at the right time for the President Trump. I mean, thousands upon thousands, and yet you see these rallies with a smattering of people in the audience. You think the people in the voting people are going, I'm not really sure that these polls are right.
I think that the conservative media is trying to paint a picture that is just absolutely false. What we know is that Joe Biden, as well as Barack Obama, are working on a campaign stump that includes drive-in events. These are events where people are literally in their cars.
Can I laugh? Can I laugh? Can I just laugh for a second? Allow me to just laugh at this. I only have about half a minute. Amish, you can finish your thought here. But these drive-in things where people are beeping their horns when Obama says something like it's almost comical to me. You think it's effective?
I think it's absolutely effective. And I also think that a lot of the votes for the Democrats have already been cast. More will be cast on Election Day. We're seeing record turnout. On top of that, this is a president in terms of Barack Obama, as well as his VP, who understand the threats of COVID-19, which President Trump continues to ignore. So no, those big rallies are actually ignorant because people aren't wearing masks, and we continue to see COVID-19 cases rise across the country.
You make a very good point. Maybe it is all about that mask and social distancing, and I guess the left is making their point. I'm going to leave it right there, guys. Thank you so much. There's a couple of days. Election coming up. We'll come back afterwards and see who's right, who's wrong. Ameshia, thank you so much. Sebastian, you as well.
Thanks, Eric.